A lot of competition, a lot of installs, a lot of learning, especially for the younger guys. But it's good to be back out here competing and just having fun playing the sport that we love. So.
What's Coach came in and right away he said that the quarterback play was pretty good this morning. That he said Frank took a step.
Mm-hmm.
He said so the other guys, but that he took a little bigger step maybe. Although he said it's still too premature, to say, who's got the job and stuff. But you're in that huddle with Frank, and you know him, of course. He hasn't played in a while, but what's he look like, and what are some of the intangibles? We know what he can do physically, but is he there?
Oh yeah. He's a smart quarterback. I mean, he's on top of his game. He knows what's going on, what everybody's doing. Me and him communicate very well. So we kind of feed off of each other and the success that we have. So just him as far as helping out the offense, he does a great job of doing that.
And what about the throws? The coach said there's a perception out there that all he can do is run, but he can throw the ball.
He's definitely not singled out and just running. No. He has a great arm, good arm strength. His accuracy is on point. He's making some difficult throws look easy. And so when you have a guy who can run and can escape pockets, set up and throw, or throw on the run, those types of things, it really adds another element to your offense that allows for extended plays, things of that nature. So, he's a talented quarterback.
Brenden, you were not in the scrimmage this morning, right?
No, I was not.
How are you feeling?
I'm good. Nothing major.
What happened?
I just had a little tweak earlier in the week for practice, but everything's good. So.
Ankle?
Just a little foot injury.
A little foot injury. Okay.
Do you feel like you've established yourself as the number one running back here? Where do you see yourself standing in the offense?
That's really up for grabs. Coach Wilson, that's for him to decide. I like to just put my head down, go to work, and improve myself each and every day. So that's what I'm going to continue to do. We have a lot of depth at the running back position, so nothing's for sure, nothing's set in stone, etched in stone. So like I said, I just love going out there and competing with the running back room. We make each other better. No one guy can do it by himself. And that's what I learned at the college level. Everybody needs to contribute. And we have backs that run different styles, do different things well, better than others, some better than others. And so we all bring something special to the offense, something special to our game. So, like I said, just competing with each other is fun.
Along those lines, Coach Wilson talked about it, and Coach Jeff talked about it, of course, the OC. The offense. Tell me what the mindset is, Brenden, of the offense. Obviously it's not sugarcoated. Lost the last 6 games last year, just wasn't good. I mean, you win together, you lose together. But
Absolutely.
The fact that the offense was dead last and total offense. But the most important thing, like Coach Jeff said, was scoring. Offense didn't score. That was way down there. Everything. Do you sense I know you guys are very proud players and stuff. Do you sense a sense of urgency yourself with your teammates, about wanting to atone for that, performance last year?
Absolutely. I mean, the way we finished the season last season was not what we held our standards to. So we didn't meet our goals, our expectations of how dynamic our offense can be. We definitely have the athletes to go out there and compete and be a really great offense. And we're slowly seeing the pieces come together. And with Castle at the head, he's doing a really good job of getting the playmakers the ball, schematically wise, and bringing good things to this offense that allows the players to play to their strengths. So, we've seen a shift over last spring, the summer, coming into fall camp. Everybody is knowing their roles and doing their jobs and learning to try and to contribute to the offense.
Yeah.
And so when you have guys that are competing and getting other guys better as well, it's going to be really good.
And the running game is going to be critical, obviously, it goes without saying, but, to give whoever's a quarterback,
Absolutely.
give them a little bit of help, and it opens things up, or you can.
Absolutely, and that's the good thing about the offense is that it's not put on the shoulders of just one position or one guy. Like I said, we have a really experienced line now coming out of last season. They were young, but the spring showed us a lot about what we're capable of, and in the summer, just learning and growing as players and developing. And into fall camp, I've really seen a huge step in the right direction from those guys as well. But when you look at the quarterbacks we have really good quarterbacks. Every single one of them are great quarterbacks, great competitors, and they're making that room better by competing themselves. And so when you have guys who can make those difficult throws, extend plays, are dynamic with the ball in their hands, it really opens up things for the running backs as well. And so when you're not one-dimensional on offense, you can accomplish anything. And so being able to run the ball will allow receivers to,
Right.
obviously, make big plays down the field. And so we're not one-dimensional, and I think we're headed in the right direction for sure.
Brenden, can you talk about your game specifically? How would you describe yourself? Is there like an NFL back you try and, model your game after? Melvin Gordon, maybe?
Yeah, he's a good one. I would really just say any back that is patient, has pretty good vision. I have decent feet to be able to cut and make good runs in holes and make good decisions. And so I feel like that's probably a good description of him.
I remember Coach Wilson talking about you last year, how you're patient, letting the blocker block and kind of stay on the hip. How do you learn that? Is that just kind of instinct that you have?
I would say it's more instinct than anything. Just you kind of have to feel for the game, and that comes with slowing down. So you got to slow the game down to be able to play the way you want to play. And like I told Sincere McCormick, who's a young back as well, once you slow it down, it becomes just another game of football, And so you can't take it too fast. You just got to look at everything, slow it down, and play like it is high school,
As you get older, right? I guess it
As you
slows
get
down for
older,
you a little bit.
it starts to slow down, and you start to just get comfortable and play the game that you love to play. And that's really what will separate you from other backs, just being able to conform to the game.
You mentioned high school. I know high school's high school, college is college. They're different games, but it still comes down to football and competing.
Absolutely.
How frustrating was it for a guy like you that had so much success as a team, as individually, but also the team? When you were at Steel, went to the state final. Was that your junior year or senior year?
Junior year.
Had all that success. My God, y'all wouldn't even maybe lose one game in the regular season and stuff. Then to come to something on the next level, to have a season like that, that's got to be a kind of a rude awakening. Or these are better taste in your mouth and stuff. That whoa, I'm not used to this.
Well, the thing is, I knew the choice that I was making coming out of high school to which college I was going to go to.
Mm-hmm.
And so I knew that this was a younger program and on the up and coming. So, obviously you expect to win games and be successful, but at the same time, we were a young program. We had a young team. We lacked a little bit of experience that we needed. And so the last season, I feel like it was a big step for our program. And it may not have been the most successful season, but I feel like it was something that we needed. The learning curve, just to be able to get used to the game. A lot of young guys, so like I said, I knew what I was coming into.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be able to go to a team that I knew was going to get there, and that was going to get to that next step, and that's something I could be a part of. So yeah, that's really my.
But you knew what you were getting yourself into, obviously, right? Yeah, when you came here.
Absolutely, young program on the up and coming, and I just want to be a part of that success. So.
How will the offense be different with Coach Castle? Do you think this is going to show in the field in any way?
Absolutely, it will show. Absolutely. You look at last season and our performance, and when Castle took over on the last game, he just found a way to get the playmakers the ball. It wasn't so much something that was totally different from what we had been doing. It was kind of just the play call order and who was getting the ball when and things of that nature. And so it kind of just flowed together nicely. And when we have that and we have the total amount of players or playmakers on the offense that you don't have to just go to one player, it allows things to open up and you see it. And so I think Castle does a really good job of attacking the defenses in those areas by giving different playmakers the ball and not being one-dimensional.
A lot of guys have said that this is more of a player-led team this year. What does that mean to you? Have you seen that shift?
Absolutely. Like it started in the spring. I saw it a lot, and just even the younger guys who maybe have not had as much experience, but we respect everybody on the team and everybody has an opinion. So if you feel like somebody's not doing something right and isn't a part of our main goal as a team, then you let them know, and we listen because we're all moving in the right direction. And so, like Coach Wilson has said, we're shareholders in the team as well. and we definitely have seen that shift.
How did that come about? Did the players just kind of take that on, or did the coaches kind of nudge you guys that way?
Well, I mean, last season kind of speaks for itself, and we had to really evaluate ourselves and see what the problem was. And I feel like that was the problem. There wasn't anything wrong with the coaching staff or anything like that. It was more just how the players were going about each and every day, each and every game, each and every situation. And if you're only doing right when the coaches tell you to do right, then you're not doing right. So you have to do the right thing all the time when nobody's watching. I feel like that was a big thing over the summer. Like I said, when coaches weren't out there with us, we was just holding each other accountable, holding each other responsible. And we really saw that shift, and everybody started to listen. And I feel like it's really paying off in this first week of fall camp.
All right, cool.